Good evening. It is May the 17th, and my name is Bianca. And the title of this episode is Why Did the Anna Louise Inn Commit Financial Fraud and Prostitution? Like I've said in other videos, if you haven't listened, please take time to listen to the other videos. But it started off with me and my daughter at the Gamble Nippert YMCA. But like I said, for these episode purposes, I would like to drill into what the title is. And so the financial fraud. So they made some kind of deal with the Gamble Nippert YMCA because of what happened to my daughter. So their lifeguards and a few of their employees, they human trafficked my daughter. And so I'm speaking out about it, and they want to suppress the evidence, which is me. So that's where the Anna Louise comes into play. They paid Beth, which is their residential manager. They paid Evan, their maintenance at Anna Louise, and also Henry Gordon, which is their property director, to be able to run the criminal activities on their property, to blackmail me with adult filming by recording me in my home. And not only are several employees involved, but several tenants are involved. And they're doing all sorts of criminal activities to try to get me to respond so that they can call crooked police, because there's also police and also Hamilton County sheriffs, judges, and lawyers that also are involved in the human trafficking. So places like the Anna Louise Inn have illegal protection to be able to commit these crimes, assaults, physical attacks, harassment, and stalking, because they have the support of the Hamilton County Police and, well, sheriffs and Cincinnati police. Yes, I've said correctly. So they have the support because they're also involved in the human trafficking. Because, someone left on the comment section from UC Health, they said, why don't you call the police? And the thing is, UC Health is also involved in the human trafficking, because what happens is when a victim calls, like for example, there's a white female, she wears glasses, dark reddish, brownish tint. She's about maybe 5'9", 5'10", and she lives on my floor, female suspect, and she has a male suspect with her. Quite often when I see her, he's bald, he's about 5'8", he's shorter than her, and he's about maybe roughly 230 pounds. And they stalk me a lot on this property. And last night they tried to start an argument near me, pacing back and forth, trying to get me involved in their argument. Several instances, even today on their property with Barbara, their pets, their dogs. I'm trying to stay away from them, but they're getting paid to do reactive abuse so that they can call the cops. So, if you're ever in a situation such as this, if I'm speaking out to anyone, just make sure you stay away from people who work with negative people to try to get you in trouble. If you know you're a good person, and you're around low life people and people that have nothing else good going on for their life, they do things such as this. And so now we're talking about the Anna Louise Inn, where they're doing all sorts of prostitution. More than half of their women are willing prostitutes. Most of their women are traveling men in and out of here. And most of them are helping with the human trafficking. They're helping to do the bullying and the harassment and the stalking, and like I said, never be afraid to speak out. And places like the Anna Louise Inn, their management, their employees, their tenants, now they're angry because they're being exposed. So they're not angry at what they've done. They're angry because they're being exposed. And predators and sex offenders are always angry when they're exposed. And that's what it's time for. It's time for us to turn the light on the darkness, and places such as the Anna Louise Inn, places just like the Gamble Nippert YMCA, where they hide behind organization logos and company businesses and titles and badges and degrees, and they do degrading, demoralizing things to people, children. They make money off of it. These are all sorts of ways they make money, black market, and they take advantage of normal civilian people. I wanted to bring this to the light of all the criminal activities that's going on currently at the Anna Louise Inn, located at 2401 Reading Road, all of the prostitution that's going on in this building. I'm going to continue to speak out about it. And, if you know anybody that needs to listen to this message, don't be afraid to hit the like and share button. I always appreciate all my listeners for listening. I hope I've said something that can encourage you today. Take care, peace, and God bless.